Hello students, today we will see lecture on the skin and its appendages. In this lecture, competency is the skin identification and its appendages under the microscope and correlate function with its according to its structure. In this lecture, we will see the structure of the skin, epidermis, dermis, its layers, cells of the epidermis, blood supply and nerve supply of the skin, sensory receptors of the skin and skin appendages. Integumentary system consists of skin and its appendages. First we will see the types of skin. There are two types of skin, thick skin and the thin skin. Then we will see the structure of the skin. Structure of skin consists of two layers, epidermis and the dermis. Epidermis superficial layer consists of keratinized stratified squamous epithelium and dermis is the deep layer of connective tissue. Epidermis, first we will see the skin covers the body, also called cutaneous membrane. Largest organ of the body, protects underneath layers, contains blood vessel which provides nutrient and gives strength, controls the smooth muscle, controls the blood vessel diameter and neural tissue, act as a sensory receptors in the skin. Now we will see the epidermis first, that is the stratified squamous epithelium. This epidermis consists of 5 layers from within outwards: stratum basale, stratum spinosum, stratum granulosum, stratum lucidum and stratum corneum. Each layer we will take. Stratum basale, deepest layer, low cuboidal or columnar cell that rests on the basal lamina, and it has basophilic cytoplasm and contains the melanin pigment. These cells divides mitotically and gives rise to keratinocyte cells, which moves upwards to the superficial layer of the skin, hence it is called stratum germinativum. Outer to that is the stratum spinosum, that is the Malpighian layer, and these keratinocytes of the stratum spinosum are the polygonal cells that are connected with the adjacent cell by the desmosome. Spines are the artifact because during the preparation and the sectioning, cells are shrink, and these keratinocyte prickle cells remains adherent with each other at the site of the desmosome, and it gives the appearance of the spine over the surface of the cell at the site of the desmosome. Stratum granulosum. This is the stratum granulosum. It consists of 1 to 3 layer cells thick, and it contains granules of keratohyalin, and keratohyalin granule is the precursor of the filaggrin protein on the aggregation from the keratin filament. It is intensely basophilic on H&E staining due to keratohyalin granule. Outer to that is the stratum lucidum. It is present only in the thick skin, and this is lightly stained with the eosine, and it is homogeneous layer. Its cell boundaries are indistinct and cell organelles become disappear and disrupt towards the superficial layer. Outermost layer is the stratum corneum, non-nucleated flat scale like squamous cells. They are dead cells and do not have cell organelles, and these are filled with the keratin filament. They are held together by the extracellular lipid and the carbohydrates that form glue-like substance. Extracellular lipid makes the skin water impermeable. Thickness of the stratum corneum depends on amount of the friction present in the skin, that is where it is in the thick palm, in the palm and the sole. Superficial layer of the stratum corneum is constantly shed off and replaced by the proliferation from the stratum germinativum. After that we will see the dermis. Dermis is the connective tissue containing a layer, and it is consist of the collagen bundle fiber, blood vessel, lymphatics and nerve fibers. It has 2 layers, that is the papillary layer and the reticular layer. First we will see the dermis layers. Papillary layer, deep to the basal lamina of the dermis. It consists of loose connective tissue and finger-like projections in the epidermis called dermal papilla, and similarly epidermis protrude inside, that is called the epidermal ridges. Dermal papilla and ridges are longer in the skin, where there is a more stress, that is in the palm and in the dorsum of the hand. These dermal papilla create the superficial elevation pattern on the surface of the epidermis called the dermal ridges. Then these patterns are unique as per individual, and it is genetically determined. Dermatographics or the print pattern is the basis for the many genetic disorders. Inside that is the reticular layer, papillary layer and the now reticular layer. Reticular layer is the dermis thicker layer than the papillary layer, and it is less cellular. It consists of thick irregular bundles of the type 1 collagen fiber and elastic fiber, while papillary layer contains type 1 and type 3 collagen fiber. Now we will see the difference between the thick and the thin skin. Stratum lucidum is present in the thick skin, it is absent in the thin skin. Epidermis thickness in the thick skin is 0.6 to 4.5 mm, in the thin skin 0.01 to 0.15 mm. Epidermal ridges are present in the thick skin, it is absent in the thin skin. Hair follicle, erector pylorus, sebaceous gland are present in the thin skin, and sweat gland they are absent in the thick skin. Sweat glands are many in the thick skin, they are few in the thin skin. Sensory receptors are more in the thick skin and they are less in the thin skin. Location of the thick skin is the palm and the sole, and thin skin is except the palm and the sole, they are present all over the body. Now we are seeing the cells of the epidermis. Before that, see the line of cleavage, tension lines in the skin according to orientation of the collagen fiber, and these are important for healing and when a cut is taken along the line. See incision perpendicular to the line of cleavage, gap is there and delay the healing, while incision taken parallel to the cleavage line, quick healing is there and no gap. Innervation, before these sensory cells, we are seeing the cells of the epidermis. See in the cells of the epidermis, 4 types of cells are there: keratinocyte, melanocyte, Langerhans and Merkel cell. Keratinocyte is 85% cells are there. Function is production of keratin, formation of epidermal water barrier. Deeper layers of keratinocytes are basophilic due to rough endoplasmic reticulum. Keratohyalin granules are the initiation markers for the initiation of apoptosis. Melanocytes are derivatives of the neural crest cell present in the stratum germinativum basal layer, and dendritic processes are arising from the rounded cell, and process of the melanocyte run in between the keratinocyte. They synthesize melanin. Dendritic cell, Langerhans cells, antigen representing cells are there. From lymphoid tissue, bone marrow, they are migrated here, and they are the stratum spinosum, present in the stratum spinosum of the skin, oral mucosa, vagina and thymus. Langerhans bodies are present, malignant transformation to form the histiocyte. They are responsible for the delayed type of the hypersensitivity reaction. Merkel cells, sensory cells responsible for the cutaneous sensation, located in the stratum basale. They are mechanoreceptors, and sensory nerve endings are present in these cells. They are abundant in the fingertips, oral mucosa, hair follicles. Now, what are the migratory cell? Langerhans cell, Merkel cell and melanocyte. Now, we are seeing the skin receptors. Receptors are different skin receptors we will see. These are based on the stimulus exteroceptor, interoceptor and proprioceptor shown. These are free nerve endings, Paintian corpuscle, Meissner corpuscle, Ruffini corpuscle, end bulb cross, Merkel disc. Sensory receptors, these are all sensory receptors. Now we will see they are responsible, few receptors, what are they? There is their function is there. Merkel's disc are for the mechanoreceptor. We see in that Merkel cells. Meissner's corpuscle for the light touch. Paintian corpuscle for the deep pressure and the vibration. Also Ruffini corpuscle for the stretch and the torque sensation. Cross bulb end, cold temperature. Free nerve endings for the fine touch, heat, cold, pain sensation and the hair movement. Now we will see the functions of the skin. Mechanical protection, physical barrier against the microorganism poison, prevent water loss, protection from the sunlight, chemical heat, act as a sensory organ, temperature regulation, synthesis of vitamin D, excretion. Color of the skin depending upon the melanin pigment produced and stored in the cell by the melanocyte. Now we will see the hair. Skin appendages, hair. Hair consists of the hair shaft, root and the hair follicle. Hair shaft consists of the medulla, cortex and the cuticle. Medulla consists of, see the medulla, consists of large keratinized cell only in the thick hairs. Cortex, several layers of the cornified cell. Cuticle, several layers of the keratinized squamous cell. Hair follicle consists of inner root sheath, outer root sheath and the dermal connective tissue sheath. Inner root sheath, Henle's layer, single layer of the cuboidal cells. Huxley's layer, double layer of the flattened cells. Outer root sheath, rounded nucleated cell and the dermal connective tissue cells. Hair is present all over the body except following site where the palm, sole, fingertips, lips, ventral surface, sides of the digits, parts of the genitalia. Hair growth and texture is influenced by hormone. Parts of hair we will see that is the shaft, root, bulb, papilla, follicle. Hair shaft and the root has three parts: cuticle, cortex and the medulla. Hair follicle produce the hair. Each hair follicle has following part, that is the infundibulum, isthmus, dermal papilla. These are the parts. The walls of the hair follicle consist of three layers: inner root sheath, outer root sheath and the dermal connective tissue. Inner root sheath, as I told, multi-layered cellular coat, covers the deep part of the hair. Henle's layer and the Huxley's layer and the cuticle. Outer root sheath, stratum spinosum of the epidermis continuation and rounded nucleated cell. Outer root sheath is separated from the dermal connective tissue sheath by the glassy membrane of the basal lamina. Hair matrix cell. What are the matrix cells? The cells that surround the hair bulb and the dermal papilla, they derive from the follicular bulge and they divide and provide the continuous supply of the cells for the hair growth. Melanocytes are scattered among the hair matrix cell and these melanocytes transfer melanin to the hair cells. See the melanocyte distributing melanin. Now hair growth phases are anagen, catagen and the telogen. Terminal hair, hairs may be terminal hair, vellus hair, lanugo hairs. Functions of the hair is the protection, heat retention, prevent the loss of the conducted heat from the scalp to the surrounding hair, facial expression, sensory reception, visual identification and the chemical signal dispersal. Hair color as the result of the synthesis of the melanin in the matrix adjacent to the papilla, and aging also. Aging, environmental, hormonal factors are responsible for the variation of the hair color. Thinning of the hair is present in the alopecia. It is present in the both sexes. Now we will come to the glands. First we will see the exocrine glands of the skin, that is the sweat gland, which is of two types, which produce the watery secretion, merocrine and the apocrine. Sweat glands are sweat secreting glands, produce the sweat secretion. Now first we will see the eccrine gland, that is the merocrine gland. Merocrine sweat gland, it is quite a simple coiled tubular gland distributed all over the body except lips and the external genitalia. Glands are numerous in the palm and the sole. Plays major role in regulation of the body temperature. Eccrine two parts are the duct and the body or the fundus. Duct is long, runs along the dermis and opens on the epidermis through funnel-shaped orifice. Duct is lined by two or more layers of cuboidal cells. Duct end on joining the epidermis and terminal part of the excretory duct line by lining the epithelial surface of the epidermis. Duct have smaller diameter than the secretory portion of the gland. Secretory part of the body of the consists of highly coiled terminal part of the tube, secretory part inner lining of the basal lamina and surrounding the connective tissue of the dermis. It is lined by the single layer of the cuboidal epithelium. Lining cell contains the clear cell, dark cell and the myoepithelial cell. Apocrine gland is the sweat glands located in the axilla, circumanal region, mons pubis. Ducts of the apocrine gland opens into the hair follicle just above the level of sebaceous duct. They are simple coiled tubular gland. Each gland has duct and the body. Modified apocrine glands are present in the ceruminous glands of the external acoustic meatus, ciliary glands of the eyelid. See, this is the apocrine sweat gland and the merocrine sweat gland. Merocrine sweat gland, apocrine sweat gland. Apocrine sweat glands we have seen. Now, sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland is holocrine type of gland, simple saccular gland present in the dermis. Opens into the pilosebaceous canal at the infundibulum of the hair follicle by short duct. Hair independent sebaceous gland found in the lips, areola of the nipple, that is the Montgomery tubercle, labia minora, inner surface of prepuce. Each sebaceous gland is having two portions, secretory portion alveoli and the broad short duct lined by the stratified squamous epithelium. Each alveolus consists of masked polyhedral cells. Alveolus do not have lumen. Alveolus is lined by basal cell and the secretory cell. Basal cells are outermost cells, rest on the basement membrane. Basal cell divide mitotically to form the inner secretory cell. Secretory cells are multilocular adipocyte. These cells are large polygonal cell with big rounded nucleus, and cytoplasm of the secretory cell is filled with the lipid droplets. On H&E staining, lipid droplets are washed away and hence cytoplasm is stained lightly with the eosine and shows the foamy appearance. Secretion of the secretory cells is accumulated as a sebum, and during this process these cells undergo apoptosis and entire dead cell debris, and the lipid gets secreted into the duct as a sebum, that is it is oily, and this is called the holocrine secretion. Sebaceous gland produce the cathelicidin and B defensive that improve the water barrier function of the skin. Other integumentary glands are the ceruminous, Montgomery mammary gland and the modified, that is the modified apocrine gland. Now last we will see the nail. Nails are the scale-like modification of the epidermis on the dorsum surface of the tips and the fingers, toes. They support to the fingers to carry out the many movements. Nails are the modified zones of the epidermis. Tough proteins are there containing, it is the alpha keratin. Structure of the nail, what are the parts? We will see the parts of the nail. Nail plate, nail bed, germinative matrix, proximal nail fold, lunula, sterile matrix, lateral nail fold, lateral nail groove, eponychium, hyponychium, cuticle and peronechium. These are the parts of the nail. Now nail bed consists of what? Nail bed, this is the nail bed, stratum basale and the spinosum of the epidermis. Nail growth include germinal matrix. Body and the nail root is the modified stratum corneum. This is the mucocutaneous junction of the lip, inner surface and outer surface. Aging of the skin, we will see skin repair process takes longer and due to reduced number and the activity of the stem cell. Wrinkles are there due to resilience, and immune responsiveness also diminished. It becomes drier due to decreased sebaceous gland. Altered skin and the hair pigmentation as per the aging. Sweat gland production also diminishes. Blood supply to the dermis is reduced, leading to the impaired thermoregulation. Hair thinning and the loss is there. Integumentary production of the vitamin D3 also diminishes, and development of the skin cancer probability is there. In the applied aspect, albinism, it is involve error of the metabolism. There is no synthesis of the melanin. Vitiligo is the degeneration and the disappearance of the already existing melanin. Skin cancers are there due to exposure chronically to the UV rays, causing the basal cell carcinoma and the malignant melanoma. Wrinkling in the old age and due to the loss of collagen and the elastic fiber. Thank you.